Hi! So today I am cleaning my apartment, which is always fun, and I thought I would just show you some of the things that I use in my zero waste cleaning routine. I see a lot of Mrs. Hinch videos being uploaded and it just infuriates me, like the amount of waste that I see in these videos. Like, not only are these products, a lot of them quite toxic either for people or for the environment, but just the amount of like plastic bottles that get used once and then thrown away, and yeah, it just drives me insane. So I just thought I'd share what I use to clean my apartment without all of that waste, or with very little waste. Okay, so the first room I'm going to start with is the kitchen, which most of my cleaning goes on there because most of my time is spent there. I cook a lot of food. So let's get started. For my washing up, I use a reusable sponge. It's called an unsponge. This one's a bit old now, it's time for a new one soon. I buy a few of them at a time and it just gets washed once a week with my towels and cloths. Yeah, and it's just a cotton sponge, and after I finished using it I can compost it. If you didn't know, the standard like kitchen sponges that you buy like in a pack of 10 or whatever and then throw away, they're made of plastic, so that's really damaging for the environment. This one's organic cotton. And with the washing up, I also use these as well. This is a bottle brush. I use it to get inside deep glasses or inside jars that I'm reusing. Yeah, and to clean out bottles, and it works really well. I also use this, which is a straw brush. Yeah, for cleaning out reusable straws, but it can also be used to clean like hard to reach places or inside pipes and things like that. And I also use this, which is just a carved out coconut shell. Actually, it's a coconut scraper, and I use this for removing labels from jars or for getting burnt off food from pots and pans, and it can just be composted when it's finished. It's already starting to fray a little bit. You can also buy bamboo versions of these which last a lot longer. The other thing I use for my washing up is washing up liquid. This is not fairy liquid, this is just the bottle that I use. I take it to the zero waste shop, Vista in Selfos, and refill it. I was using the Fill ginger scented washing liquid, but when I went last week they didn't have any of the scented one left. They only had unscented, and I really wanted a scented one, which now I realise is pointless because it's washing up liquid. So I went for an Icelandic brand. This is Mjölfrygg washing up liquid, which is just a common household cleaner brand in Iceland. It costs exactly the same as the Fill one, and it smells really good. And the last time I bought the Fill washing up liquid, which costs the same as this bottle cost 470 kroner, which is nothing, it's just pennies. Yeah, so I have two old fairy bottles and I just switch between them and refill them. Yeah, so I haven't had to buy a plastic washing up liquid bottle. God, it's been like 8 months or something. It's been a long time. I also use unpaper towels. This is just a roll of cloths that clip onto each other with little buttons, and they can just be used in place of paper towels for like cleaning up spills and things, but I honestly just use a cloth usually, but if I remember. I have these. And I also used to always use the pink stuff. I've loved this for years, since I left home actually. It's been many years. Like, left home in England, not moving to Iceland. So yeah, I've been using this for maybe 7 years now. But I don't like the fact that it comes in a plastic container, and I didn't really know how to replace it because this is one of the really strong cleaning products that I use. But recently I have found a replacement, and this is by Fill, which is a British refill brand which is widely available in Iceland. Our zero waste shop in Selfos actually sells this brand now in refill, and this is the Fill scrub powder. This can be used the same as the pink stuff, it just needs to be mixed with water. So you can sprinkle it onto whatever you're using to clean it and use a damp cloth, or dip the damp cloth into here, or just mix it into a paste with some water, and it works really well. It works just as well as the pink stuff, and it can just be refilled over and over again, and it comes in a glass jar, which is great. And the last thing is my Ocean Savers kitchen cleaner. This is Daily Kitchen. There is also a kitchen degreaser one. I do have it, I just don't have a bottle to put it in right now. Yeah, and this can just be refilled over and over again. And it comes like this. It's just a little cardboard box, and inside the box is this little capsule and stickers. I wish that we had the option to choose whether we wanted stickers or not, but because once you've got the sticker for the first bottle, you don't really need it again. So that's like the only little bit of waste that can't be recycled in there. So it's just a little concentrated cleaner that comes in a vegetable based packet. It's completely biodegradable, and all you do is pop it into the top of the bottle, add some warm water, give it a shake, and it dissolves in front of your eyes. This is actually for a 750ml bottle. These bottles are 500ml, so I just dilute it as I go. I'll just add a bit more water after I finished using it. But these are very cheap. These are a British brand again, but they're widely available in Iceland, and I love them. I just keep loads of them ready and stocked up just in case one of my cleaners are empty, and then I've just got it ready to go. And most of our cleaning products in these kind of bottles are water, so you're paying mostly for water anyway. So it's good just to have the concentrated pod and then just add your own water from home. This was just an old bottle that I had from a cleaning product that had finished before that I reused. So you just take the labels off, clean out the bottle, put the new stickers on, and then you just reuse it for the Ocean Savers products. I just remembered one thing that I forgot to film earlier in the kitchen cleaning routine, and I guess it could be anywhere in the house really. For cleaning my oven, or for really stubborn burnt on food on pans and oven dishes, I use bicarbonate of soda and white vinegar. And this is what I've used since I was a kid. It was always something we used in our house. The bicarb comes in a cardboard box, but now the Zero Waste shop in Selfos actually sells white vinegar and bicarbonate of soda in refill. So when these are finished, I will just take my own containers. I'll probably reuse this bottle and fill it up like that, but it's a really effective cleaner. And something else that you can do, I haven't tried it myself, but I will at some point in the future, is you can fill a glass spray bottle with white vinegar, and it has to be glass, it shouldn't be plastic. And you can put citrus rinds in the vinegar, like orange peel or lemon peel, lime peel, and leave it to sit for a while, and it will make a citrus scented surface cleaner, and it's really effective. And the next room that we're going on to is the bathroom, which I also use quite a lot of cleaning products in. And the first thing I want to talk about is toilet cleaner. I hate bleach, I despise bleach. I haven't used it in years. I think since before I left home I haven't used bleach, because it's so bad for the environment, and it's so unnecessary as well. Like, it even has a little picture on the bottle of like a dead fish and a dead tree, because it damages the environment so much. There's a little symbol that tells you it's bad for the environment, and yet we still just pour it down the drain, which is terrible. So many people use so much bleach, and it is so damaging for the environment. So this is what I was using for a long time. This is the Ecover toilet cleaner. It smells really good, and I clean the toilet once a week with this. And this lasted about a year and a half, this bottle. It lasted a really long time. You don't need a lot of it. But it does come in plastic, which I wanted to avoid. And I have a solution for it now. It is Phil, again, in Selfos we get this. And it is the Phil Toilet Clean. One thing I was worried about with a refillable toilet cleaner was how I was going to pull it around the bowl, like a traditional bleach, but this nozzle does that. And yeah, it doesn't smell as good as the Ecover one, that's the one thing I'd say about it, but it works just fine. It's refillable, glass bottle again, no plastic. Next I'll go on to the glass cleaner, so I use it for cleaning the glass on the shower and for the mirror. This one is EcoZone, which is the brand that I was using before switching to Ocean Savers, because it's vegan and cruelty free. It's also made in Britain. All of these are made in Britain for some reason, but I'm buying them in Iceland. Yeah, so this is another eco-friendly brand, supposedly. I don't know too much about it. It's very cheap as well. And then when this is finished, I do have a Ocean Savers refill for glass cleaner. So when this is finished, I will just take the labels off, rinse out the bottle, put the new labels on, and add the Ocean Savers capsule and some water. And the other Ocean Savers I use in the bathroom is the bathroom cleaner. This one is pomegranate scented and it smells so good. And this is just what I use for cleaning the sink, cleaning inside the shower and just the general surfaces in there. I'm going to add the laundry to this bit, which might be a bit weird because in the UK we keep the washing machine in the kitchen usually. In Iceland, if we don't have a special laundry room, the laundry is in the bathroom, which I think is genius. Well, it just blew my mind when I moved here because I've never seen that in the UK. So again, I buy my washing powder in refill. This was just an old spice container that I took from the kitchen at work. They were going to throw it away. I just asked if I could take it and they said yeah. And this is just again from Phil in the Zero Waste shop in Selfoss. And I just take the container, they weigh the container, I add what I want to add, and they weigh it and charge me for it. And the last time I filled this, it was 2/3 full, and it cost me 924 kroner, which is nothing, because that is a lot of washing powder. It was about to here, and I don't use a lot of washing powder. This has lasted me a couple of months, a few months in fact. I'll get some more soon, but I've still got quite a few uses left in it. It's just unscented washing powder. I don't think they sell a scented one right now, at least not in the shop in Selfoss. Phil might sell a scented one, but we don't have it in Selfoss, at least. With laundry again, this is my stain remover bar. This is the second stain remover bar that I've bought from this brand, and I've been using them for 2.5 years on a regular basis, and this is still got so many uses left. They last a really long time. This is Saponista's stain remover bar, which is another British brand. I think I buy them from Britain anyway, I'm not too sure. And it just comes in this Hessian bag. The final thing that I use in my laundry routine is something I didn't use for so many years. God, the last time I used it was a couple of years before I moved to Iceland. It was fabric softener, and I stopped using it because of the plastic, and also because it can damage your clothes. Or it can wear your clothes out a lot faster than not using it. But recently I've wanted to switch to fabric softener because I just want the softness back in my clothes, and because my washing powder isn't scented, I want something scented in my laundry. It's not necessary, it's just something I want. And I get that from Phil, again, in a refillable bottle. This one is neroli scented and it smells so good. I think it smells better than any other fabric softener I've used before, to be honest. It's really, really good softener. And yeah, it's very cheap, again. And I love it. And finally, I just want to go on to general cleaning, so it's just really my bedroom and the living room, and just anywhere else that needs to be cleaned. Again, I use Ocean Savers. This is obviously not a sponsored video, I just use a lot of Ocean Savers and Phil. This is the multi-purpose apple breeze scented Ocean Savers, which smells so good. They all smell really good, but this one is really nice. And this is just a multi-purpose general cleaner, like dusting and just, yeah. I also use the Phil antibacterial cleaner, in case you didn't know, not just for zero waste cleaning products, but all cleaning products. Unless it says antibacterial, it's not antibacterial. So general cleaners that you use, they won't be antibacterial unless it says so. I stock up this one the most. I have so many of these on stockpile, just ready to use. I also use a Ocean Savers floor cleaner, which I appear to have left downstairs and I can't be bothered to get it. But yeah, I just use that, just spray it on the floor. We have a mop and a vacuum that we share in this complex, I guess. It's not really a complex, but it's not one house. So I just go and vacuum the floor with the shared vacuum, and then I use the mop and just spray my floor cleaner on the floor first and then mop it up. With the Ocean Savers products, all I use are just cloths. Obviously, I don't use these disposable wipes, so I just have microfiber cloths and cotton cloths, and most of these were taken from my old job. When it was closing down, we had so many cloths and I just took some. Cleaning my bedroom, because I have a sleeping loft, I used to just drag the shared vacuum cleaner up the stairs and vacuum, and it was a nightmare. I hated it so much. So now I just have this second-hand handheld vacuum cleaner that my friend gave to me. Thank you. It's come in so handy to have this handheld vacuum. So yeah, that's everything that I use for my zero waste or low waste cleaning routine. I hope that was helpful and gave you some ideas of things that you can use besides these disposable cleaning products that are potentially toxic as well. Have a great day.